5 attacking patterns to create chances. Here I use 1-4-2-3-1 against 1-4-4-2 as an example. We are building up in opponent's half, and a disclaimer before we start. Patterns are just ideas you can teach to players, but if the opponent is doing something different or your players find different solution, then you should allow players to adapt. Okay, first pattern. 3-9-6-7. 3-9-6-7. A simple pattern your players can use. Your center back has the ball. Number 9 and number 10 are working together. Number 9 is dropping and your number 10 is pushing up. What usually happens is that the center back doesn't follow number 9 because number 10 is making the run behind. So instead he stays. And now when you have your two midfielders, most likely both midfielders on the red team are marking your midfielders. So this passing lane usually opens up. Sometimes your number 9 can turn himself, that's fine, and then maybe number 7 is making a deep run and your number 9 is playing inside the box. But sometimes now the other center back is also getting closer and maybe number 4 is closing your striker. So here you want one of your central midfielders to move behind the ball so number 9 can lay the ball off, and now number 7 can time his run and number 6 is playing between the center back and full back inside the penalty box. Simple pattern, should be a cookie cutter for your team. Next one, let's set up the players back. Pattern 2. 3-7-6-2. 3-7-6-2. What we mean by that? Now let's say instead of your number 9 dropping, he's staying between the center backs. And maybe number 10 is creating a deep run. So number 7 can come inside, and again it's difficult for his direct opponent, the left fullback, to follow if number 10 is making the deep run. So what usually happens is that 7 is free, because again, as your midfielders are also moving, the opposing midfielders will mark their direct opponent. So the center back plays number 7, and as number 7 is coming inside, this allows our fullback to make a deep run. Again, sometimes 7 can turn himself and maybe play the ball wide or between the center back and fullback when number 2 is overlapping. Or what usually happens, again, one of your central midfielders are available and number 7 is laying the ball off either number 9 or number 6, and that player is playing the ball either wide or behind the back line or overlapping fullback. Next one, let's get our players back in their positions like this. Pattern 3. 3-2-9-7-10. Okay, 3-2-9-7-10. What we mean by that? Sometimes you want to create more space between the lines and you need to circulate the ball. So let's say your center back is playing the fullback. Now what usually happens is that if the number 7 is playing wide, the opposing wide midfielder usually closes the sideline. Some teams play that they close the middle, and now number 2 can easily play number 7 and you can progress. But most teams close the sideline. So what now happens, this passing lane opens. And again, if your number 9 and number 10 are making the move, so number 9 is dropping and number 10 is pushing up, number 2 can play number 9, who's again free. Now maybe both center backs are near the ball, and usually also the fullback is closer to center back, and this allows number 7 free for number 9 to lay the ball off. And now this is perfect angle for number 7 to play between the center back and fullback inside the box to number 10, who is making the deep run. Sometimes, depending on the positions, it might be that the fullback is something like this. Then number 7 can curve the ball inside the box, either using in-swinger with right foot or out-swinger with left foot. Next pattern. Let's put our players back. This pattern 4. Simple yet underrated. 3, 10 or 7. What I mean by that? Once in a while it's good to test the opposing defenders if they're ready for different situations. So the basic start, your number 9 is dropping, and now if you every time play the ball number 9, opposing defenders start to read that okay, it's always there, we can be aggressive, we win the ball there. But now, maybe 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4, just lift the ball behind number 9 and your number 10 or number 7 or even both can make the deep run, and you are surprised how many times you fool opponent and create an easy scoring chance. Last one, pattern 5. Let's put our players back for the last pattern. Pattern 5, from 3 to 5. Simple, yet difficult. And I don't mean 3 playing number 5 like this, but as you are in the right side, maybe you play your fullback, you get back. And now what happens is that you make the actions you typically make, and again opposing team starts to anticipate. So you often play here, you often play behind here. So the red team can squeeze and close down the space. And now, again, a great way to break the rhythm is that you bring your opposing fullback up, because usually his direct opponent, number 7, is going to move in the center. You rarely see them moving like this, it's usually in the center. So if your opposing fullback is pushing up, of course you need the ability to switch side 50 meters, but if you can do that, you push all other players here and push number 5 up, and you switch side and you are totally fine. Can even be 1 against 1 against the opposing fullback. If you like patterns like this and want to build brave, fast and competitive players, check the link in the description and join the football coaching app. Watch this video next because YouTube thinks you like it, and we will see you on the next one.